Today we're making a simple potato and beef bake with plenty of melted cheese. It's easy to make, filling, and perfect for a homemade dinner. Let's get started. First, add your favorite spices to the ground beef. Now add the beef and mix it well with a spoon. Make sure the spices are evenly mixed through the meat. Heat some sunflower oil in a hot cast iron skillet. Once the oil is nice and hot, add the seasoned beef and let it start cooking. While the beef is cooking, let's prepare the onion. I'm cutting some of it into small cubes and some into rings. I like using both because they give the dish a little more texture. You don't have to make the pieces perfect. Just cut them roughly the same size and they'll cook nicely. And honestly, there's nothing complicated about this recipe. We're just preparing a few simple ingredients and putting everything together later. While the onion is cooking, let's take a quick moment to appreciate this simple ingredient. Onions contain antioxidants and useful nutrients, and adding them to your meals is an easy way to make everyday food a little more nutritious. And of course, they add a lot of flavor to this dish. If you're enjoying the recipe, please leave a like and write a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and your support really helps me get there. Thank you. The beef is nicely browned now, so I'm taking it out of the skillet and putting it into a bowl. I'm not cleaning the pan because we still need all those juices and little browned pieces left from the beef. That's where a lot of the flavor is. Now, let's prepare the potatoes. Give them a good wash, peel them, and look at the difference. Now cut them into smaller pieces. Try to keep the pieces about the same size, so they cook evenly. There's no need to make them too small. Once they're cooked, we're going to mash them anyway. Potatoes are one of those ingredients that are simple, affordable, and work with almost anything. And with beef, onion, and cheese, they make a really good combination. While the potatoes are cooking, here's something interesting about them. Potatoes are a good source of carbohydrates and provide important nutrients like potassium and vitamin C. They're also quite filling, which makes them a great ingredient for a satisfying meal. And the best part is that potatoes are incredibly versatile. You can bake them, fry them, boil them, mash them, or combine them with almost any ingredients you like. We can move on to the next step. Now add the onion to the same hot skillet. We're using the oil and all the juices left from the beef, so nothing goes to waste. Let the onion cook for a few minutes until it becomes soft and starts to turn slightly golden. As it cooks, it picks up all that flavor from the meat. You'll notice the onion starts smelling really good at this point, and that's exactly what we want. Meanwhile, put the chopped potatoes into a pot and add enough water to cover them. Bring the water to a boil and cook the potatoes until they're soft and tender. And while the potatoes are cooking, let me take a quick moment. If you enjoy simple recipes like this, subscribe to the channel. You'll get more tasty recipes that are quick, easy, and made with ingredients you can easily find. And tell me in the comments, which country are you watching this video from? I'm cleaning my wooden cutting board with a little lime juice. Check out the video in the top right corner. The potatoes are cooked now. I'm bringing the pot over, opening the lid, and draining the water. The potatoes are ready, so let's turn them into our potato mixture. Add 3 eggs, one at a time, then add some milk and the cooked onion. These ingredients will make the potatoes softer and richer, and the eggs will help everything hold together when we bake it. Now mash everything together with a potato masher. Just work through the potatoes until the mixture is well combined. It doesn't have to be perfectly smooth. I actually like leaving a little bit of texture because it makes the finished dish feel more homemade. Now we can start building the bake. Take your baking dish and spread a layer of the potato mixture across the bottom. Try to make it nice and even. Spread the mixture evenly across the bottom of the dish and try to reach all the corners. There's no need to press it too hard, just make a nice even layer. This will give us a good base for the cheese and the rest of the potatoes. Now add a layer of Gouda cheese. Then comes another layer of potatoes, followed by more cheese. And we simply keep repeating the same process. Potato cheese, potato cheese. Spread each layer evenly and take your time. As the dish gets higher, you can really start to see the layers coming together. The Gouda will melt between the potatoes and give us that nice cheesy texture when everything is baked. Keep going until you reach the top of the dish. And this is where it gets interesting. When you cut into it later, you'll be able to see all those layers inside. But before we finish, I have a question for you. How many layers did you count? Take a guess and let me know in the comments. I want to see who gets the closest answer. Now we continue with the potato mixture. Add another portion and spread it gently over the cheese. Try to keep the layer about the same thickness as the previous one. You can use the back of a spoon or a spatula to make the surface nice and even. Then comes another layer of Gouda. This is where the dish really starts coming together. The cheese will melt between the layers and give the potatoes a much richer taste. And we simply repeat the same process. Add the potatoes, spread them out, then add the cheese. There's nothing complicated here, and you don't have to rush. Just take your time and make each layer as even as possible. As we get closer to the top, you can already imagine how good this is going to look when we cut into it. For the top, I'm using mozzarella. Before grating it, I put the cheese in the refrigerator for about 5 to 10 minutes. When mozzarella is a little colder and firmer, it's much easier to grate and doesn't stick to the grater as much. So after a few minutes in the fridge, just grate it directly over the top. And don't be shy with the cheese. A good layer of mozzarella is exactly what we need here. Now, let's make a very simple sauce to go with the dish. Add 50 grams of soy sauce and 150 grams of mayonnaise. Then add salt to taste and a little sunflower oil. Close the container and give everything a really good shake. That's it. The sauce is ready. It's simple, creamy, and has a nice savory flavor from the soy sauce. Just remember that soy sauce is already quite salty, so taste the sauce before adding too much extra salt. Now, the potato bake goes into a preheated oven. Bake it for 25 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius or 392 degrees Fahrenheit until the cheese on top is melted and nicely golden. And now it's ready. Just look at that. The mozzarella has melted beautifully and the top has a nice golden color. Inside, we have all those layers of soft potato and melted Gouda. Everything is hot, cheesy, and ready to serve. The potatoes are soft and creamy, while the cheese gives every layer a rich flavor. And once we add the beef and our sauce, you've got a really satisfying homemade meal without anything complicated. And here it is, fresh out of the oven. Just look at that golden layer of melted mozzarella on top. The cheese is bubbling, the edges are nicely browned, and the whole kitchen smells amazing. Now, we just need to let it rest for a moment before serving. Now let's put everything together and serve it. Place a portion of the cheesy potatoes onto the plate, then add the beef. And here, you actually have two ways to serve this. You can put the beef inside the potato layers. That way, the meat is hidden between the potatoes and cheese, and you get a little bit of everything in every bite. Or you can do it like I'm doing today and place the beef right on top. I like this version because you can clearly see the beef the cheesy potatoes, and all those layers underneath. And finally, add some of the sauce we made earlier. And that's it. Soft potatoes, melted cheese, savory beef, and a simple homemade sauce. Nothing complicated, but everything works really well together. If you enjoyed this recipe, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel for more simple and tasty recipes. And don't forget to tell me which country you're watching from and how many layers you counted. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next recipe.